Prescience. Is it prescient to say at sunrise, there will be no moon tonight? Night will not come in these days, the restless ones, those in a light that flashes on fishes in rivers, slivers in labyrinths, flows in a maze, from mountains to forests to seas, where the wide water empties. Now, as in trembling, shivers the fountain, burst into streams, warmed by the heat of dreams that shower us with specificity. The tone of a tine in a hum, come from a static vibration, is tuned to a baseline simplicity, parts that are less than the sum. A continuum moonless as sun slithers through fissures into a door cracked like a window, open today for tomorrow, the past again passes through. A spindle that hosts a chimera, unspun from the twist of its tail, shimmers in fog-wrung aurora, in a whir that spoke of a wheel that moves the sun to the sun and leaves the night as a memory of that which had not yet begun, a matter absent one energy, a pairing that split from a core, is sleeplessness lit by a mania, for death is a glow in an ore that colors the pulse of an aura. Were it away, then what is there is senseless, insensate, oblivious. In its vacancy, compounds of air remain unaware of the obvious, confining the darkness in solitude, so blinded, so blank in a stare, it pierces the veils of anomaly, parses the gold in a filigree. In diamonded veins drips blood that calcifies deep in the bone, hardens the marrow into a stone, that alien emerald, the ruby. The untouched treasures remain, unrevealed in density's darkness, a pitch in which one cannot see the inverted light in the brain blanket, its own incandescence, is heard in an eerie refrain. An element that stifles resistance becomes an inhuman existence that aborts the link in its chain. Darkness no longer can follow spaces removed and remote. Whenever illuminants glow, light strikes a sun-bright note. Then should the lightless, saying that there's no release from the sun, admit that nothing is something? What was begun can begin again in a dome in the cosmos of origin, or a space in the midst of a light. Death leaves the nascent secured in the half the world left in its night. Comes now the sun shafts, quivers the bow, slung on the shoulder like the daydreams of singers. Monody, struck by a finger, those arrows released in an arc, strike where darkness malingers. They come as a gold-red flare, encrypt in the transparent air, where all that is useless is dark. Moonflowers blooming in seas, sun phosphors lit in anemones that drink in the crystals of light, then consume the illumes, dispersing in vanishing darkness in the deadly despairs of night. As flame rolls over the oceans, it senses its own obsolescence. Now color supposes an eye can see what it is to be sung. It jumps from heart to a tongue that suffers the splendor of sky. A bent knee is bowing, a head, clasped hands held in a prayer, are silent as darkness is dead. Light lies on light, and each layer, suffused in a supplicant's vision, sends waves that encircle the casticants. Before their derision pulls down the pilloried temple to face in an unconstrained sky. Archetypes buried in storied rhyme, each form formed in a whetted eye by the infinite boundary of time.